Well, today didn't quite go as planned, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. This morning, I was going to help my neighbor take a bunch of stuff to the dump. He's been cleaning his basement out and just getting rid of a lot of stuff, so we were going to load his trailer up and haul it out of there. But he had a couple errands that he needed to run this morning and wasn't sure what time he was going to get back, but once he got back, we were going to go ahead and do that. So I didn't really want to get involved in too much so that when he came back, I'd be able to go and help him. But one of the things I was able to do was read a little more in depth on an email that my dad sent yesterday. As you can probably guess by the title of this channel, I'm of Polish heritage, and the article he sent was about some Polish history back in the early 19-teens time frame that my grandfather, my dad's dad, was involved in. And my dad's dad and his mom were born in Poland and emigrated over, and they were living in the Pittsburgh area. And I guess in the early 1910s or so, they the Russians and the Germans and Austrians, I think, or somebody else, again, I should know a little bit more about this history, but I don't, had basically taken over Poland. Poland was no longer a country, and so there was skirmishes going on back and forth, over the land and this and that. And there was an organization called the Polish Falcons that believed in one thing they believed in was physical fitness and kind of organizing, not necessarily a militia or whatever, but kind of along those lines. And they had strong communities in Pittsburgh and Chicago, and that what they wanted to do was form an army and go and fight to kind of reclaim their land. And being in America, and America wasn't involved in any of the war or skirmishes at that time. So, and there was also a concern with the immigrants maybe kind of still being loyal to either Russia or whatever. So there was a plan for them to go up to Canada and form an army and then go fight, but Canada wasn't officially in the war at that time, and so nothing really came of that. And then eventually France got involved, and by default then Canada was involved, and so they kind of reorganized and then went up into Canada where they got trained, formed the Polish army, got trained, and then sent over and fought. And it was really cool being able to read up on that, and I knew little bits and pieces of that, but got a little more familiar with it and more in depth with it. And knowing that my grandfather was involved in that, and he did go up to Canada and over and fight and do that. So it was just really, really interesting to read that history, and again, something I should know more about, and something I probably will try to familiarize myself more with and get more intimate with that history, and not just from a historical standpoint, but it's kind of my heritage and bloodline that was involved in that. So anyway, it was good. I'll include some links below in the description to the articles that my dad sent. Go ahead and read up on that, and there you go. That's what you got for today. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.